Welcome back to rTech. In today's video, we're going to see how a 16,000 lumen LED lamp is added onto a projector headlamp. Okay, these are self-powerful LED H7 bulbs from Anmingpu. I did a few other reviews with this particular bulb company, the LED light maker. I'll leave a link above if you want to see the other videos and in the description as well. So this comes in a nice black box. Nothing much written on the box except for the spec you've chosen. That's a H7 in this case. So this is actually the focus beam series. Let's go ahead and open that. Box is slightly difficult to open, but it did pop open. Okay, in the box you will see there's a manual. I did go through it, and there was okay, manageable instructions. The English wasn't so great. There was also a small little certificate, which I will show you in a second. There it is. So these are LED brake lamp bulbs also, which are included in this pack. So when I ordered the H7 bulbs, I also chose the W21W brake lamp bulbs, which is not the right spec for my particular car, but I did happen to order it. And they look incredible. Just look at them. Just looks like a futuristic computer chip. Sadly, I cannot use them, but they're in the box. Let's put that aside. Let's have a look at the H7 bulbs. Okay, so these are the H7 bulbs from Anmingpu, 16,000 lumen. That's about 8,000 lumen each. Finish is amazing. It's not like those typical aluminum LED lamps which you get. This one feels a lot heavier. I think it's made of steel. I must say, totally unexpected. Look at the finish of the back. It just looks like a graphics card unit, cooling fan or something. I just like the solidness this has. That's the removable plug. And then you also have braided cables in metal, by the way. The fan's integrated, 12,000 RPM, and you really need to see this to believe it. It feels solid. Look at that. It just looks like, it's been taken out of a CNC machine. You can still see the marks on the device. Look at those engravings, and it's so beautifully finished. One solid piece of metal cut by a CNC machine, and it's also got that serial number. Look at that. It's carved to perfection, and it's just beautiful. Look at the numbers. It's actually imprinted there. So here's the car, and at this moment the stock lights are in the projector. It's yellow in color. Camera doesn't pick it up much, but it is yellow. And the high beams, on the other hand, have a 12,000 lumen LED lamp, which I previously reviewed. The link's in the description. And they're moderately powerful. So let's go ahead and fix these and see what difference they make. Just remember that when you look at the plug, it's got the positive and negative terminal indicators. Just make sure that you use them right. I don't think it's going to cause any problems, but it may not work right. So just make sure you plug them. And here's a size comparison with the halogen lamp. And you can see that the filaments are actually designed to be in the same place as the H7 bulb. So that's what makes this bulb so perfect. You're going to get the same beam pattern, except that the light is going to be more brighter and probably whiter, right? So many of them ask the same question: will the beam affect the oncoming drivers? It's not, because it's designed to be in the same area as the halogen bulb. So here's the projector lamp unit. The housing is really small. There are a lot of gaps inside as well. So what I've done is I've used some masking tape to kind of cover them temporarily. All right, and I've removed the plug so that the plug goes in first. So this is the removable socket plug. So once you plug it on, that should stick on independently. And then you put the clip so that it holds on tightly. And all you need to do after that is just put in the actual LED and you just press it along and it should stick easily. It sounds complicated, but you can do it. So that's it. You just take the bulb and you know that the socket is already installed. All you need to do is just insert this in. It's got the rubber washer which will hold the bulb in place. So once you fix it, I just noticed that these bulbs are so small, and let me just also check the terminals before I plug that in. You notice that there's hardly anything projecting out, so you can actually use your stock covers if you want, but I highly recommend getting a aftermarket dust cover so that there's some space for the air to circulate. See, I've added extra cloth at the bottom so that nothing falls down. So that's the fan, and when you switch it on, yes, they're extremely powerful. The bulb on the right is actually the halogen, and the one on the left is the LED. There's considerable amount of difference. It's still daytime, so I can't give you an accurate picture of how bright the light is, but I can say it's sufficiently bright. Let's have a closer look. So this is the halogen lamp, and you can really feel the heat of the bulb when you actually place your hand close to it outside the headlamp. And the LED light, absolutely cold. There's no heat at all. And look at that. I mean, I took a picture of the projector with the lamp installed, and I can actually see the filament inside. Amazing. Here's a picture, another picture showing the filament inside the projector, and it looks awesome. Okay, when I turn this on in the evening, I just noticed it just looks like a graphics card unit. Look at that. That R badge on the fan looks outstanding. Okay, so it's fixed now, and that's how it looks once everything is set. So you should now go ahead and remove any kind of tape you've added inside. It was a little harder to install the bulb on the other side because there was a battery, there was the washer fluid inlet, and it was really difficult, but if you're careful enough, you can just do it. Again, I closed all the open crevices so that I don't drop anything inside the bulb unit itself. You can take off the headlamp and do it if you like, but it's so much more complicated. Okay, so once the bulbs are installed, you just make sure that you add all the dust covers in place. So these are aftermarket dust covers. I'll leave a link in the description if you want to know more about them. It's then the other video which I made. So I have dust covers even for the high beam unit. So just make sure everything is firmly fixed. Let's turn on the lights. There you go, it's fantastic. Now it won't do justice to test this in the morning, so I took it out for a test drive in the evening. Let's hit the road. There you go, nice white light. And you can see it's not projecting in all directions, it's focused. You can see the beam cut off, it's not going higher than the waist level of a human being. And this is with the light being at the highest setting. So I haven't done any kind of headlight adjustment, nothing. So it's pretty bright. Okay, I just took it for a small test drive. Remember, these bulbs need to be turned around a bit so that you can focus the beam. The projector on the right wasn't adjusted, and you can see that there's a slight black mark on the road, which means the light is not properly inserted. You need to just give it a slight bit of a turn so that the beam gets adjusted inside the projector. But nevertheless, the light was quite bright. Everything was visible on the side. You don't need a fog lamp. And here's the high beam too. So adding both together, it used to throw out a lot of light. Just look at the kind of lighting you get on the left side, on the right side of the road. It's really awesome. It just lets you forget your fog lamps. With the high beam and the low beam, I guess it was just incredible to see that we have close to 30,000 lumen of light. And that's how the car looks at night. And one of the fog lamps is on because it's got the cornering light feature. Absolutely great. Now with a little bit of adjustment, I made sure that the beams are focused, and you can see the throw there. It's fantastic. And then once you've made sure that everything is fine, again, I took a photo of the car right from front. The beam is not hitting my eyes. I did a test drive again. So have a look at this yourself. If it makes sense, you could go ahead and order these. They're really worth it. I paid about close to $26 for this, and it's really, really cheap. Okay, there you go. So that's the quality of beam you get. And that's with the high beam on. It's crazy to have both of them on. They're really, really powerful. They light up the whole road. And these bulbs are really, really good. Low fan noise, good brightness, nice white light. They are really focused, and 16,000 lumen really, really rocks in the projector. I highly recommend these for a quick plug-and-play upgrade. You don't need a relay because these consume quite a lot less power than the halogen, to be honest. They give better light output. My God, look at the number of dogs on this road. So if you like this video, do hit the like button, hit the subscribe button as well, and the bell icon in case you want to see more such videos coming up quickly. And you'll be the first one to see them as soon as you hit the bell icon. You're going to get a notification that another video is updated. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you on the next one. Bye.